Going once, going twice. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. As soon as it goes live, I'll record it. We'll start. All right, here we go. Hey, what's going on? Beast Mode Brandon back again. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday night, 9:05 Eastern Time. Hershey, Pennsylvania, sweetest place on earth. That's where I'm checking in at right now. Appreciate you guys. Tonight's objective, we just like to go over, call it the trading tune-up, right? In the beginning of my trading career, my first 3 years to be exact, I definitely struggled, right? I struggled with consistency. I struggled with risk management. I struggled with trading a plan. So what I would personally do, if you didn't know this yet, I'd come in and I would take a trade, and I'd have a winning day, winning day, winning day, and then I'd lose, right? So then I would
Too.
curve my day,
You go to
and
bed by
I would
9:30.
I would change something around to give me a winner. So I'd be like, see, I would have never lost today because why'd I lose? You know what I mean? And I mean, the truth is, successful trading is about is about trading, right, the same technique and strategy over and over and over again. So like some people say, well, today in the market, I lost, or I had a lesson because I lost today, and it's like it's not really a lesson because, like, I mean, if you follow your plan, I mean, that's just, hey, we know, we prepare, we know we're going to take losses. Anyway, my personal struggle, I didn't have a community to talk to. I didn't have a live trade room. I didn't have a Discord. I didn't have a mastermind. Bounce ideas off, learn different techniques through other people. I paid people 4 grand. Another person I paid $1,000 to. Another group I paid $250 a month just to be part of, and I was losing. And I was losing because I didn't understand the broad scope of the picture. Like I said, I bought this system for $4,000. I was like, oh man, if these people are making 6 figures, I got to make it too. But guess what? I tried to reinvent the wheel and didn't trade it the right way first off, and it's my fault. Um, but in the end, it comes back to this, right? It comes back to staying consistent, trading your plan, and using risk management. For 3 years, I did not use risk management. Like I said, I would curb fit some of my trades to give me a green day, and then not knowing that that one losing day I had, if I change and tweak something around, it would then give me a green day, not knowing that it would take away all my other green days and actually make them red. So if anybody could relate to that, or you feel that, just put a one in the box right now. Just curious, you know what I mean? And hey, we mastermind, we open, we transparent, right? And we all real, you know. So me, it actually took me 3 years, like I said, to get this under control. I started in 2016. It wasn't until 2018 until I was even consistently profitable. I can assure you, if you, I'm talking to you on the other side of this Zoom, if you could follow the rules, right, and don't be stubborn and hard headed like me, then you're gonna be in a good position. You know what I'm saying? So highly recommend the swing trades, which we talk about here in a little bit. It's just an easy way to consistently make money. The problem is like we can consistently make 100, $200, right? But you're not going to buy a Lamborghini overnight. So all my friends are like, "Yo, Brandon, what are we buying? What are we doing?" And they're looking for that GameStop hype or the Bitcoin all time high hype, right? And it's like that happens, but it's like it's not realistic to get those hype things all the time. What is realistic is to be consistent, right, and get those little gains, those singles and doubles, and keep chipping away, chipping away, and chipping away. And that's where I come in, and that's why I always share that stuff because, like I said, I struggled, and I don't want you to struggle. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's get ready to rock and roll here. That's my little speech for yous right now, and we're gonna rock and roll. We're gonna go on and see what we got cooking with. Coming into tomorrow, you are going to see this chart right here. This is the coloring book, but good thing for you, I kind of created Swing Master Pro AI that blends the coloring book for all of us right here. So what we have right here, Swing Master Pro AI on the charts, and this is kind of what you're going to see tomorrow, right? Coming into tomorrow, one of the trades you're going to hear me say is it's not Swing Master Pro, but it is in the Swing Master tool suite. It is Trendbox Pro, right? And there's 4 different things that we really look for. We look for a floor, a ceiling, TP1s, and that's about it. So here you see a floor, here you see a ceiling, And then here you got TP1, TP1. What happens is, right, and I'm not going to go too far in depth because I do have a Notion document that like Mike has with the trade school. I got a Notion document for all my specific techniques, all the advanced techniques that you want to learn something, you go back and watch it, and then it'll better equip yourself, right? One of the techniques that we use on the day trading side is just this, and it's what we call the Trend Box Pro or floor and ceiling. All we're doing is we're waiting for price to violate this ceiling, meaning break out. We're taking calls and we're looking to get close to this purple line. We're putting a stop loss here. If you're conservative, you're putting a stop loss here if you are aggressive. If we break the floor, like you saw today, it's got stopped out for a loss right there. If you did a midline, we call that the midpoint. And if you're aggressive like me, you took a loss right there on the ceiling side. So Tesla is very, very good, to be honest with you. As you can see, what makes this in the AI tool suite is it actually tells us the probability. So we have 71% probability just trading this by itself. That means that we expect to win 7 out of 10 days. You follow me? You come to something else on here, and we look at SPY, and you see SPY has, let's see, what's SPY? 94, 91%. I expect to win 8 out of 10 days, 9 out of 10 days on SPY. Are those good odds for you? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you think there's good odds, I'll put a 2 in the box right now. To me, that's real good odds. To me, that is professional, good trading right there. The problem with this is, once again, you don't win every single day, right? I see a couple 2s in the box. There it is. If you don't put a 2 in the box, then hey, I don't know what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? But so like this right here on SPY, we waited for a floor break. We got a floor break here. And I have a rule, if it pushes in profits, comes back, and then it takes that low out again to the downside, I would recommend going risk-free right there so you would have got a winning trade. Guess what? There's 1 day, 1 winning trade. Then you come to the next 2 days, and you got a ceiling break right here. It went up to the targets. On this day, you got a floor break, went down to the targets. Next day, you got a ceiling break, went up to the targets. Next day, you got a ceiling break. And when this happens, like you get a move like this happens typically once a week. This is the move that you get blessed. So why I use trail stops is if I took the ceiling break right there, right? Why my mouse being all crazy? If I take the ceiling break right there, and it's going up to TP1 right here, I'm going in a trail stop, and guess what? Boom! We get to capture all that extra juice right there. And that's just one technique. So in the past 5 days, there was 4 winners, 1 loser, right? On the future side, we trade the prop firms. If you got a real account, right? I'm 50-50. I'm for the prop firms. I'm with Apex and Lilu. And I like them because you can use and leverage their money to make money. I'm slightly against it in a sense where, is that a part of my retirement? Absolutely not. But what I would do is I would definitely invest $100 or $150 for the month, right? Or the couple months that it might take to pass. I expect to pass my account in a month, and then I get a PA account, and then you just chip away. So it's like on one of my PA accounts, I got like 3,500 or $4,000 sitting on the side, and I can get a payout on it. But I'm trying to get a buffer because I don't want to trade 1 contract on ES. I want to trade 2 and 3. You know what I mean? Anyway, you can trade futures or CL on this, right? And if you look at CL, we broke the ceiling today. We called it out live in the room. Did we get close to the halfway point? Yep. There's 1 winning trade. Come back the next day, broke the floor. 2 days, 2 green bags. Next day, we broke the floor, got close to it. 3 days, 3 green bags. We broke the ceiling, got close to it. Got a little winner right there. There's 4 days. Here we broke the floor. There's 5 days. Here we come over here and we broke the ceiling. There's 6 days. We broke the ceiling here and we took a loss. 6 and 1, right? And then you keep coming back. Broke the floor. 7 and 1. Coming over here. Ceiling 8 and 1, right? We broke the ceiling there and came back up. Depending on where your stop was, we'll just say 8 and 2. That's a 90% win rate. 82, 87%. Are you happy with that win rate? Yep. So what I say that just to say this right here. Inside the Discord, right? I use the AI scoreboard that we have, and if you go to the alerts tab, stocks and options, every morning you'll see me give you guys the stocks that I'm specifically trading right here. NVIDIA and coin for ceiling breaks, right? So you come back here, NVIDIA. If it broke the ceiling, I was taking it. Ceiling break, got close to the line, there's a winner. Guess what? 1-0. Coin broke the ceiling in the middle of the day. I didn't take it because if it goes past 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, I'm not taking that trade. On the downside, we had Baba and Meta we were watching, right? You look at Baba. Did we break the floor? Yep, we got the floor, gave close to it. We also have Meta. Did we break the floor? We broke the floor. And here's a situation where price broke down, came up, went back down. You'd go risk free. Did not hit the target, but that is our rule. If we're down and then it goes against us, it comes back to where it was originally, we go risk free. So every single day, the reason I put these stocks in the Discord and the WhatsApp group, the Swing Master Pro Elite group, is just so you don't have to do nothing, right? You come back to previous day. What do we say right here? GLD and coin, Meta and Microsoft, the same exact thing. That's what we're trading right there. So if you just trade those 4 stocks, I expect to win 2 or 3, if not 4, if they all break. Sometimes some of them don't break, and that's how easy that is. That's one trade you're going to hear us talk about tomorrow. Ceiling breaks, floor breaks. Everybody's with me still right now? Give me a 1 in the box. Everybody's with me still? Give me a 1 in the box if everybody's with it. And don't get discouraged, because think about it. There's some people in the room that could have 7, 8, 9 positions at a time, right? And I personally watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I personally watch 7 of them at a time. I don't trade all 7 of them, but I still watch 7 of them. I trade 4 at a time. So I have them loaded up, right? And that, all right. So that's one thing we trade. Then let's just go to ES, and we're gonna go to today. Where's today at? Now look, my candles want to be all crazy. All right, we'll make it big right here. All right, today, coming into the market today, 9:30 was right here, right? Now let me ask everybody, what does everybody see right here? What colors are candles? It's red or is it green? It's red, right? If they're red, right, you can take a Swing Master Pro AI candle simply by itself. What is that? Well, if you see this sell right there, when that candle closes, here would be your sell, right? And your stop out would be up here, and your TP1 would be about right there. Did we come down and hit close to TP1? So what you're going to see is you're going to see something just like this, where you see the break even, the stop loss, the TP1, 2, and 3. So this sell right there was your entry. Here's your stop out, right? You drag your bracket order up. If you're trading futures, put your stop out there. And after you get to TP1, you move your stop down the profits or go tight as it keeps falling to TP2. There's no way that you should not be taking profits right there. All right? So we call out Swing Master Pro AI buys and sells solely by themselves. That's what we're talking about. Right?
Yep, that's more.
That is what we're talking about. The next setup that we talk about is we talk about our reversal arrows. All right. I trade them on a smaller time frame. I trade them on a 2-minute, but I always come up here to my ledger and I see what the higher time frames we're doing. So if the 5 minutes red, I'm looking for 2-minute reversal arrows to the downside, right? Because I like to scalp on the future side. So check it out. You come in here, and if you trade the 5-minute, you don't like scalping, you got a down move, you got a reset, you see this arrow. When this candle closes, here's our entry. Then we're using this previous high as our stop loss. And what happens? Comes up, down we go. You see how easy that is? And you got one reversal arrow, or if you missed that one, you got your second reversal arrow today. Everybody see that? You're going to hear us call reversal arrows or boogies, right? Now let's go to a smaller time frame, 2-minute time frame, right? And the same exact thing that we were looking at. All right, you're going to hear us call boogie calls and boogie puts. This is why I like the smaller time frames. Well, we like a push to the downside, right? A push to the downside. We like to come back up, and we take this put trade right here. I think I'm trying to think who's in the room. I know me, Simone. I think maybe Painter might have taken it. Barbecue Bob probably would have taken it. We called the reversal arrow here. Here was your stop out. She said, sure did. Guess what? If you entered right here, right? If you entered right here and took profits right there, you simply made 04 to 96. That's 8 points. That right there is about $400 profit on one contract, one ES contract. And your stop out was negative $400, right? Is that a good situation trade you want to put yourself into? It is me. I call a boogie call or boogie put. Then we get a reset. I called another boogie put right here. Here's our stop out. And look what happens. In 2 minutes, we come down and hit profits. And there's another winner. Then we get a reset. We got another boogie put right here. Stop out. There's a winner. Then we got a reset. Another boogie put. There's your stop out. There's a winner. If you would have taken every single boogie put this morning, right? Depending on where you would have got stopped out, right there is easily $250. Right here on this little dinky move is easily $250. Here's another $250. And here's another $250 at a minimum. That right there is a $1,000 day. See how easy that is? We trade the same thing over and over and over again. So if you come into the live room tomorrow and you hear me call boogie calls or boogie puts, that's exactly what I'm talking about. In pre-market, if I would have traded, what colors are candles right here? They green. Here's our Swing Master Pro buy. We push up. We come back down. I missed it. We got the reversal arrow entry here. There's your stop out. There's a winner. Price comes down. Reversal arrow entry. There's a winner. Price comes up. Comes down to resets. Here's your entry. You might have got nicked out right there for a loss. I wouldn't have taken that because that's the open. All right. That is our boogie call and our boogie put for the day trading side. The next thing you're going to hear us talk about is you're going to hear us talk about our lotto system, right? You hear me and Mike saying Moonshot Scott. Here we talking about some lotto trades. This is what we're doing right here. We're using our AI Lotto high and our AI Lotto low to get option targets, or not targets, I'm sorry, to get option strikes. So this morning we had the 59, you could have did the 59.10s or the 59.05s because it's in the vicinity of that option high. On the low side, you could have did 58.40 because you can't do 58.36. 58.40 or 58.45, you could have done that. So we wait for the first, we wait for our first 5-minute bar to print, and we're simply waiting for, right? We kind of want to box it in. We're waiting for if we decide to break out or break down. Today we called the puts. Everybody that took that with me, you made money in 5 minutes or less. I'm sorry, it happens like that sometimes. But that is our lotto system. We call one trade a day on it typically. I expect to win 4 out of 5 days on that. And to me, that is powerful, right? So I know a lot of people that be making, yes, I took that one. I know a lot of people that be taking the money, making the money, right? And if you say, oh, well, Brandon's just showing you today. Yesterday, we took a trade down. I got stopped out for a break even. The next day, we took a put down, and you had to wait a little bit. And nonetheless, it played out. The next day, we took a call. It played out. And the next day, we took a call, and it played out. Here in this situation right here, a lot of people made 200-300% because once it broke up, we said go risk-free about right here. And guess what? In a trail stop, bang, it's pushing up. So I just shown you 5 days, and there was 5 winners. We'll say 4 winners, 1 break even. Or that's what I got. So I trade the lottos every day. My stop loss or my threshold is about 50% ROI. That's why I call it a lotto. But in return, I'm looking to get 40, 60%, give or take. Sometimes I'll take 25, 30% because there's times where we go in a heater where we'll win a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in a row, and I know a loss is coming. And I don't hear a peep from nobody. But then the one day we lose, I get 3 side messages. Oh, I lost today. I don't like it. Don't be that person. Why? Because if you trade this consistently for the whole month, you're going to make money. Everybody follow me. Give me a 1 in the box right now. You guys still with me? Yep. So we went over our Trend Box Pro, what we're going to call tomorrow, ceiling breaks, floor breaks. We went over our boogie calls or boogie puts. We went over our Swing Master Pro buys and sells, those signals. And we went over our SPX Lotto system. Those are the 4 day trades that we have. Well, Brandon, I don't day trade. I don't have time for it. What do you have for me? Hey, guess what? I swing trade, right? And this is, I'm going to touch base on it just a little bit. I don't call the swing trades out in the live room, but I do post them in the Discord and the WhatsApp chat, right? So we're just going to look at SPY, right? And we're going to put it on the daily time frame. And I'm going to show you kind of briefly one of my entries on the swing trade side. This is directional calls or puts. Everybody see what color our candles are right here. Are our candles red or green? They green. So if they're green, that means money. When there's money coming into the market, we expect more pushing to the upside versus to the downside. When the candles are red, that's a stop light. We expect dropping to happen or more selling to take place, right? But sometimes you'll get something like this where you'll get 2 red candles and then you go back to turning green. Okay, that's cool. If we didn't get a signal, but if you missed this first trade right here, right? You got your buy here. There's your stop out. 1, 2, and 3 days, you're probably risk free because you're anticipating the breakout, and this kind of faked you out, and then we just broke above on it on a gap up. That's a good situation to be in, but that happens sometimes, right? So there's that one trade. Well, there's no other Swingmaster Pro AI trades that we can get into, but I'm going to show you 2 little gems that I use to get back into the trade if I want to. Everybody remember on the swing trade side, the boogie call and boogie put system. Does everybody remember that? Guess what? We have a reversal arrow right here, right? And we have a reversal arrow right here. I will take another position on the swing trade here and put my stop out right there. If price breaks that or the wicks down, I'm cutting it probably for 10, 20, 30% ROI. But if you hold this trade to this day right there, there's 50% ROI, right? So I use the boogie system to get me back into the swings. It works on Bitcoin, works on Ethereum, works on Forex. Anything with the chart it works on, I can show you if you have disbelief, right? So here's one entry right there. That's a winner. Here's a second entry. That plays out to be a winner. So now we got 2 winning trades on that trend right there. Then I got something that's a little bit more aggressive. I go down here to the 30-minute time frame, and I'll take every reversal arrow when the candles are green. So guess what? I'll buy 2 weeks, 4 weeks of time, understanding where my stop's going to be. I'll put a stop loss in of 30, 40%, and I'll just let it go, and I'll check on it, and I'll be up 30 to 50% very easily. So we go back here real quick. Logic works for anything. Our green candles started the 10th, so we wouldn't have got a trade till the 11th. We go back to the 30-minute time frame, and we zoom out. Let me ask you something. What's everybody see right here? Does everybody see that reversal arrow? If you took a swing trade, would you get out? Would you get stopped out for a loss? Or no, you get stopped out for a winner, right? So if you took it today, if you took it on this day, you might have got stopped out right there because it might hit your trail stop limit. There's a winner, right? All right, now we get a reset. You might take another buy right there. Comes up, you're kind of break even. We went over this. If you buy 2 weeks of time and you put a 4-point stop in place, which this does not even move 4 points down, right? Your 4 points would be about like right here would be your stop loss. Guess what? 1 day, 2 day, you get a winning trade. If you get 4 points on this, you're up 50%. There's a winning trade. So guess what? Not only did you get on the daily time frame, if you use the 30-minute time frame in conjunction with the daily time frame, guess what? You got a winner there. You got a winner there. Here's another entry. You got a winner there. Then we get a gnarly pullback. Everybody thought I was crazy calling reversal calls right here at 580. Guess what we hit today? A high of 586. Is that money or is that not money? I'm asking for a friend. Is that money or is that not money? And I mean, you only need to watch a couple stocks. You know what I'm saying? The thing is I'm showing you this, my secrets, because I want you to keep your eyes on the markets, because if we're all watching stuff, that's more money for all the rest of us. So once you guys feel like you're experts, then everybody's going to have a dedicated 2 stocks to watch. And if there's 100 people watching 2 stocks apiece, now we got 200 stocks that will never miss another signal on. Is everybody with me? If you vibing with that, put a DCG in the box. All right, that's how we could swing trade. Now, there's one more way that we could swing trade right here. Everybody sees my diamond 1, diamond 2, diamond 3s, right? I'm selling options for premium. I simply use the AI swing right here. Every day this will change. See how this says 5.61? So I would actually go out on either side, 550 or 6 on either side. And as long as it closes in between that, we're going to get a winning trade. Why do you think they call me Swing King? Because a lot of people make money. All right, check it out. If we just start at September, right? And the first day coming into the month, that's a loss. All right, I already went over this on Tuesday, but I'm just going to recap it. The next day we stayed tight. Guess what? We're now 1-1. Next day we stayed tight. We're 2-1. This day's a loss. 2-2. When this day we stayed tight, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, 7-2, 8-2, 9-2, 10-2, loss. 10-3. 11-3, 12-3, 13-3, 14-3, 15-3, 16, 17. This right here, let's see. 17-3, still stayed tight. Guess what? 17, 18-3, 19, 20-3, there's a loss. 20-4, right? Let's see. 72, 68, that's right on line. You didn't lose, but let's just classify as a loss. We were 20-4. We're 20-3. We could be 20-4 right now. 21-4, 22, 23, 24, 25. This one 25-4, 26-4, 27-4, 28-4. All right. So let me ask you this: 28, right? 28 divided by plus 4 is 32. So 28 divided by 32. That's an 87% win rate. Give me a 1 in the box if you'd be happy with that. Now check it out. We did this on SPY, right? If we did this on SPY, let's just say our risk reward is crazy. Let's say that we only make $40, but we lose $60, right? If you take 60 times 4, that is $240 that you lost. But if you take 40, right, and times it by 28, I'm a visual guy, 28 times a measly $40, guess what? That is $11,000, $1,120 minus the $240 you would have lost. That's $880. Now let me tell you this: if you're only leveraging $100, right, and you started this with me September 1st, we started off rough, but did we make a comeback, right? Your $100 risk or leverage would now be worth $800 and we'll just say $50. Is that a good situation? Now guess what? You have enough to pay your subscription. Now your account has grown. Now next month you can take 2 contracts. And if we replicate what we did this month, instead of you making $850, now you made $1,600.50, right? And think about it. All this for not even an hour of your time in a month. Like I need a minute or 2 minutes a day. That's it. That is all I need on this. And that's how easy that is. And that's how we can swing trade with confidence. That's the swing trades and techniques that I use and over and over and over again. And that's why they call me Swing King. The last thing, you hear me say, day trade for my job, swing trade to help grow my account, use the profits of both to pay my bills, and invest in retirement shares, right? That's what we like. That's what I like. So now, someone give me a stock in the box. First stock I see, a good company. Don't give me like Neo. What's a good company that you guys think? Someone throw it in the box. Apple. I own Apple, so we can look at that. All right. So now we use AI to our advantage, and we change this to the daily. We come down here to the weekly time frame. We are not ever selling this. We are only buying this, right? Let's check every buys. There's 1 buy. Here's 2 buys. There's 3 buys. Here's 4 buys. You got 4 buys in 4 years. All right, now let me ask you this, right? Let's say you put a measly 1K in right here at $59. Up here, it's worth 83, 90. That's 50%. Your 1K is worth $1,500 right here, right? I recommend taking back your 1K, letting 500 ride. Now you got 1K back up here in the pot. So then as it keeps pushing up, your $500 is now worth $1,000 over here. Might even be worth more than that. Let's just say 1K. Guess what? You could sell out again, right? And let 500 ride. And now you got $1,500 on the pot. And then price goes against us. Oh man, Brandon, it's crazy. My 500 is worth 300 bucks now. Blah blah blah. Well, guess what? Then we got this buy. So now you put $1,000 back in this buy. So now you got $1,500 in this position right here, right? And price goes up a little bit, and then it tanks. Brandon, my $1,500 is only worth $1,650. I didn't get 50%. Well, me neither. But I do know when you invest in great companies, over time, they push to the upside, and investing is a patient game, right? So check it out. If we bought in right here at 160 and up here 160, it's at $200, 40, 80, 120, 160, your $1,500 is up 25%, right? Maybe that's not good enough to you. But then over here, right, your $1,500 is worth 50%. So now you're at 2250 over here, right? You could sell out, right, and let 1K ride for free. Now you got 1250 back in the pot plus the 500. So now you got 1750 for free sitting in your account. And we're invested in Apple for free, right? It's all house money because we traded to make this money. Now you come into another symbol, right? And let's just say we were watching Ethereum. Same thing, right? I like crypto. I think we all do. Here's a $10 buy, and here's another $10 buy. What do we have right there? I'm waiting for the next buy, and I'm putting a load of money in. Why? Because this $10, your 1K right here is worth 2K right there. You let 1K ride, and now your $1,700 is now $2,700. Well, your 1K way up there is worth 2K is worth 3K or 4K, right? Then guess what? You sell out. Now your $2,200 is worth, we'll take 3K back, is worth 57.50 now, right? While we're invested in Apple still, and we're waiting for the next buy. Then we get a buy down here, right? So we still got 1K for free. Now we put another 1K back here. And now we got 2K total at $10. Well, up here at 20, your 2K is worth 4K. Sell out of everything, let 1K ride for free, and guess what? Now your 5,700 is about 6 or 700 or about 77.50 because we would have taken 2K out of that, which would have brought it down to 3, plus the 3 back. It put us at 6 or 7 or 4K, whatever we want to do. But guess what? Your 4K here, you have 1K. Up here, it's worth 2K. Up here, it's worth 2,500. You could sell out, take profits. Remember this. Your account doesn't grow unless you take profits. And that's the method to my madness. You pick a couple stocks, you do this too. Over time, you consistently grow. And that's how easy trading can be when you make things simplified with the plan. If everybody understands the day trading plan, swing trading plan, and investing plan, give me a SMP in the box, Swing Master Pro. Put it in the box. All right. I see you guys rolling in. SMPs. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, we get you there, Simone. There it is. Appreciate you guys. All right. Now, it's 9:40. I took a little bit longer time than I wanted to. I'm going to open it up for questions. Who wants to go first? Does anybody have any questions or stocks or charts they want to look at? Let me know. You can throw it in the box or come on the mic. You don't got to be shy.
Hey.
Go
Yeah. The AI swing, I was just confused on. I think I lost you for a second. Could you cover it again? And also Apex brackets, heart.
Got you. I got you. All right. So, what do you want to look at? SPX or you want to look at SPY?
SPX.
All right. So we look at SPX. All right. Let's zoom in here on the daily time frame, right? All right. So the AI swing trade is meant for our selling premiums. So, for instance, you see where it says 55.90, right? When we would take a swing trade, like if you would take a trade without me, you'd come to SPX, and let's say you go to tomorrow or the next day, right? Let's say you go to Monday. you would go, right? You would go, come here to the chart. You would use the AI swing. You would go 55 up and 55 down if you're doing an iron condor. So if the current price right now is 58.43, you would simply add 55 to the upside. So we know 55 plus 41 is 96. So we'd actually go with the 5,900, right? So we'd come right down here to $5,900. And the top part is 5,900. The next side would be 58.95 because we're selling a iron condor. Now to the downside, we come back here, we take our AI swing, it's at 55. So then you would subtract 55 on your trade, and 55 minus 58.40 is 57.90. So the put side, right, we would change this to 57.90, and we'd come up here to 57.95, and we would say, all right, we have about $145 right there in premium that we could take. If we went out of this and changed the expiration in that same exact trade and went for a smaller one like tomorrow, 140, you press confirm and send, you would say, well, we're going to pocket about $1,400 for every 10. But you don't got to sell 10. You could just sell one. You sell one, you're going to make $145 with about a 90% probability to make that money.
Oh,
You
that's
follow
easy.
me, Simone, or
Okay.
no?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you're adding and subtracting the AI swing number on the 1 day time frame, and then you're going another step up and down on the option leg for the
Yeah,
rest.
so
Yeah.
when we do the iron condors, we're actually buying a call and selling a call, and then we're buying a put and selling a put. So when you do an iron condor, the buying the call and the buying the put has to be on the outside, and then the selling the call has to be one underneath it or underneath the call side. If it does confuse you or anybody else, I have an iron condor masterclass that I will definitely hook you up with, and you can watch that if you want to.
Thank you.
Yep, yep. And I got the brackets for you. As soon as we end the call, I'll send it over. Does that help you clear up a little bit?
Yeah, no, I've got it. Where we buy on the outside, we sell on the inside.
Yep, yep. And we're using the AI swing, right? Take all the guesswork out. You just want to load that up right there. So if we were doing Amazon, right? And the share price is 187.50 and our AI swing says 385, I'm rounding up to 4. So I'm going to say 187 plus 4 is 191. So I'm probably going to buy the 192 calls and then sell the 190 puts, right? And if we do the opposite way and we subtract 187 to 4, it would be about 182.50, right, for the puts. And then we'd sell the 185s.
Got it.
Yep, yep. Yeah, I don't want to confuse anybody, but hopefully that clarifies a little bit.
Sorry.
You good? You got to watch the class first in order to understand it, but it's definitely I mean it's all good, you know.
I did. I was not an A+ student, but I will be this time. No, thank you.
Gotcha. Now you good. Practice makes perfect. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's see here. What levels in TOS do you have to do? It's level 3, Angela. You gotta be on a margin account, and it's level 3. If you're doing iron condors or selling anything. Sometimes we do like put spreads or call spreads. They have special names for them, but it's basically one side of the iron condor. So you need level 3. How can I set a trail without taking myself out of the trade? Do I use a stop limit instead of a trail stop limit? How can I set a trail without taking myself out of the trade? Nikki J, are you able to be on the mic or no?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on? Elaborate a little
Can you
bit.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can
Go
you
ahead.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Did you say yes?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
I can't hear you, but you know how you say let it run, set a trail and let it run. How do you do that?
All right. So are you talk? What are you talking about? Like the weekly income trades or just any trade in general? Can you guys all hear me except her?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. All
I
right.
hear her as well.
All right. Perfect. All right. So we're just going to do this. If I'm in a trade, right, and I'm on a single call or a single put, yeah, let's see what she puts in the chat.
Um, just like in the morning when you do your calls, you said I'm gonna let a runner go.
Okay, perfect. All right. So she's talking about like the SPX trade. All right. So this is what I do right here. Like this morning, you scroll down here and let's say we buy a contract right here, right at 145, and I buy two of them. All right, I buy two contracts. If my 145 is worth $2, right, I'm selling out one of my contracts, right, or going in a super tight trail, and the difference of my entry to what it's worth right now would be I'm going risk free back to break even. So one trade, I would put in a trail stop of 50 cents, right? I'd put a 50-cent trail in, and the other trade I'd do a 20-cent trail stop. So how that would look for me walking through with that is if I'd be in a trade and I'm selling it back right now. If I had two contracts, you just simply would adjust this right here. Instead of doing two, I would say one, and I'd come here to my trail stop and I would put a 20-cent trail and press confirm and send. And then that'd be gone. And then I'd come in and press my other order, right? And go down to sell. And I would come down here and now I got one contract left. So then my last contract, I'd put a trail stop and I would go 50 cents because that's back to break even. And then I'd press confirm and send. And that's how I would do it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Can you
So
hear me now?
do you recommend having two contracts? Because I'm not doing two yet.
Um, I recommend trading one contract and just putting a trail stop in for the first 2 weeks. And once you prove yourself and you believe in it, then after that and you made some money, then go to two contracts and then do what I just did.
Okay, and then one other question: can the trail stops be set as a percent, or you have to do it as a dollar amount?
You can do whatever you want. You just go right here and you just change it. You see where it says this thing right here? I could change it to stepping up and down. I could do a percent. So
Okay.
you can do whatever you want. I just like doing the actual option amount because
Uh-huh.
every day when I take the trade, sometimes my contracts might be worth 150. Other days they might be worth 460.
Oh, okay.
So me personally, I'm just so accustomed doing the option amount itself because then in my mind I know what I'm willing to lose on it. Versus if I do like a 20%, it's technically the same thing, but then I got to be like, well, what's 20%? 20, 40, 68, like you know what I mean?
Oh, yes, I understand. Thanks, Brandon.
Yep, yep. And that was a good question. What strikes do you use on the boogie system? So I trade at the money contracts, Gretchen, depending on what you're trading. If you're trading SPX and I'm doing boogie, I'm not putting $1,500 into a trade on that. I might come out here and buy same rules apply. You can go out of the money. You can buy something right here for something cheaper, right? If I'm trading SPY, then I'm going at the money because those contracts might be $2.90 at the money. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that gives you the best bang for the buck when you're looking for those quick scalp trades. And that's even really high because tomorrow, if we traded tomorrow's expiration, look at the money, they're $128. If they're $120 tomorrow, I might go one or two strikes in the money. But rule of thumb, typically, I would just say at the money just to be safe. All right. What else we got? I know if you are trading the daily time frame for a swing trade, would you enter the trade at 9:30 a.m. or later? If I'm looking at a daily time frame, I don't really care. If I'm looking at the daily time frame, I mean, there's really no set rule for you to want to take the trade, right? So like if I'm looking at Amazon, I'm gonna go down to a smaller time frame, and me, because I'm crazy, I might go to like a 5-minute chart, and if I'm taking a swing trade, I'm trying to enter a swing trade on a red candle because I know I'm getting it for cheaper. Like I don't want to take a swing trade way up here at the high of the day. Like I'd rather wait for us to maybe get like a nice move down and then enter it on that reversal arrow. If you want to be very, very micro, you want to be a lot easier, you just use a 30-minute time frame, wait for your reversal arrow. You would have gotten your reversal arrow right here. I wouldn't have taken it, but you could have if you really wanted to get into a swing trade. If you have that much conviction your trade's going to go in your favor, then you can.
So I'm asking because on a daily time frame, the arrow.
I can't really hear you, Gretchen. You have to speak up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. So I'm asking because when the arrow prints, I would assume it on the daily, that would be at the end of the day. So you wouldn't even see it until the market is closing, right? So I'm thinking,
so that alert's going to go off and trigger at some point during the day.
oh, I see. Okay.
And if that does, I would wait to I like to enter my swing trades the last hour of the day because I mean that's just me. Unless like I got the conviction like I'm gonna take the trade right now, I'll just say, well, I'll get on a red candle in like the 5-minute. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Thank you.
Yep. When we look at Amazon, Beast Mode gave us Beast Mode swing gave an alert today. Would you go out a month? All right, let's see what you're talking about. The swings, let's see. This is Amazon right here. Entry was 188.34. 188.34 at 1:30. It was today actually. 188 188.34, 188. So it'll be about right here at 1:30. Right here's my 1:30. It actually gave you right here on this candle. So in this all right, so like here's the thing. If you're looking at the daily time frame, right? You only got the alert here, but those swing trade alerts that we have hooked, they're on the 4-hour. This is the buy you got right here. They on the 4-hour. I'm gonna change it because the 1 day, like these probabilities, are a little bit better on the daily time frame. So I'm gonna switch it and put it on the daily time frame. But if you're gonna do it on the daily time frame, you got two choices. You could take 2 weeks of time, which is 14 days, or you could take 4 weeks of time, right? But just because you take 4 weeks of time doesn't mean I'm holding it for 3 or 4 weeks. I'm still looking to get out of my trade as quickly as possible to get a winning trade. You have to ask yourself, are you in this to be profitable, or are you in this to make money over the long haul? So like you're going to see something like this. You're going to get a buy alert right here on this day, and you get stopped out for a loss. Then you're going to get a sell alert right there. Next day it pushes down a little bit. You would have taken back-to-back losses. So now and this is why you got to be. It's crucial to trade the same patterns and be consistent. So you got 2 losses. You're now 0-2. Both those losses combined, you're probably down negative 50%, right? On your position size. Then you get a buy right here, and you get that 50% back in one trade. So now you're break even. You're 1-2. Then you get the buy here, 1, 2, in 3 days, you're up another 50%, positive 50. Then you get to sell. There's another 50. Now you're up 100. Here's a sell. That's probably 200% right there. We just want to say that's a grand slam because it opened up way down here. And that happens sometimes. So now we up probably 200%. Then we get a buy right here. There's another 50. There's 250%. So even though we started off 0-2, we would have came back and went 0-2, 1-2, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2. Now we're net profitable. You follow me? So I'm changing these alerts to the daily time frame, and we're going to watch about 30 or 40 stocks. So just know if we get an alert at like 5 or I'm sorry, 5 at like 9:30 or 10 or 11 in the morning, I'm not taking the trade probably till the end of the day. That's just me. I'm not taking that trade until the end of the day. So going forward, Mario, it's going to be changed to the daily time frame. So we should have never got a swing trade alert on that today, but on the 4-hour time frame, we did get that alert. I just don't like the alerts going off at 1:30 or 4. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that makes sense. I also had to think in the fact is that Amazon has earnings next week too. So I'm trying to get set up for that play. So yeah, I was waiting on that. So, once it came back down, it drops below that number. Yeah, I was waiting until tonight.
problem I have with Amazon right now with earnings is you almost have a wedge right there. Look at that.
Right.
Amazon is going to break out one way or another. The problem is which way. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, my heart, I'll tell you what, my shares look very sexy up here at 200. But, I mean, ideally, if it did fall down to 175, 165, whatever, that's a great opportunity to buy some more shares. So it's like, I don't care what happens. I mean, I want my shares to go in profits more, but we'll see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yep. Appreciate it.
Yep. Tips on buying. Tips to speed up buying and selling the AI Lotto options on TOS. I load them up, but all right, Simone. So I trade off of Active Trader, which is just like the DOM on it's just like the DOM on futures. So I trade my stock options on here, right? On these different charts. It's just not this specific chart. It's on another screen. I trade my options off this DOM just like I trade futures. So if you want to know how to do that, I have a video for that too. I'll have to send you both of them.
There's a video for everything. Okay.
Yep. Because
Yeah,
it's
I felt some type of way.
because it's the thing. It's hard for me to show you when the option market's like closed. You got what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
real quick, I mean this is what you would do. So if you make a four chart pattern and you click this Active Trader right there, it's going to bring your DOM up, right? And you can do a template where you trigger it with brackets. You can change whatever you want, and it's just like futures. This dollar plus minus a dollar, that means wherever you enter the trade, say you enter at $4 a contract, it will put a stop at $3 and a take profit at $5. How you get these to your chart is you come over here to the option chain, right? And let's say you want to load up your contracts. And what was it today? Today we took the put trade. Man, what do we call today? I guess I could look in the chat. Let me check real quick. Just so I could show you. You know what I mean? I'll show you. But I'll send you the video too. Because we did it in a
Oh,
live
it was
market.
the sell. It was the sells today.
What was it?
The sell. It was that huge drop. That's why I felt some type of way. I was on TOS and
All right, it was 58.50. So now this is what you do. You take the 58.50, whatever we get loaded up, you right click it and press copy. All right. Then you come back to your naked chart and you come up here and you push Control V. Then you push enter. Now what this does, right? What this does is this tells us what the option price moved. So if someone said they didn't win on this trade today, I would say you're crazy. Why? Because guess what? At 9:30, right? We took this trade on this break right here. We took this trade right here. So these contracts at this time were $5. They went all the way up here to $12. That is 150% ROI in in 3 minutes. I'm sorry, I can't help it happen that fast. Now, if you were to take this trade off this DOM and you entered here, it'd put a stop loss there and a take profit right there on your chart. So then you take your mouse and you click it and hold it in, and you can drag your take profit up. As it goes in your favor, I take my stop loss and I put it up just like a futures DOM, and I keep sliding it up. And that's how I'm able to get my stops in place super fast. You follow me, Simone?
yeah, thank you.
Yep. What about the weekly retirement shares? Once we get a signal, do we take those at the start of the week on Monday? Well, the weekly retirement shares, since we hold them for a while, I don't really, to me, I don't micromanage it that much. I just take the I just take the trade when I get it. You know what I mean? But it's typically at the end of the week because we're waiting for that weekly candle to close. You know what I mean? So we're taking those shares on Friday. But the report shares we taken that's not the same. Like that's a different technique. You know what I mean? Yep. Do you have a master class on the Dom? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna tell Mike to send me over my documents and my Notion so that I can just give you guys all access like you guys have on the trade school. Then you can go through and look at anything you want. Setting up Apex, NinjaTrader, all that. Instead of me personally messaging everybody. Yeah, he has the Notion. It's done. It is done. He's like, it's plain, it's white. I said, dude, I don't care. I don't think they care. They don't care if it's green or orange or purple or pink. You know what I'm saying? But it is done. So let me get that done, and then I'll just need your emails. I'll give you access to it, and as long as you're a current member, you'll be able to watch them whatever you want. And going forward, we will put we'll put all of our important classes inside of there. So it's going to be a one place for everything. You know what I mean? Swing Master Pro, Trend Box, every single thing I do, there will be something there to teach you on it. All right, what other questions we got? Anybody else have anything? All right, well, hey, if we don't have nothing else, and you guys got some gems, and you guys got some clarity, give me a BMT in the box. Nikki beat me to the punch already. I see you guys in the chat. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. You guys are rock stars. Tomorrow we are live trading. Be there, be square. If any of you guys, girls, men, women, have friends or family that want to check us out and they want to see us trade, just shoot me a message. I'll send them a personal link. They can come in and sit back, see what we do. No strings attached, and then we get them situated. You know what I mean? So other than that, 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. Be there, be square. Same Zoom you're on right now. We will be on again. And hey, let's put the cherry on top to another blessed green week. I'll tell you what, those Iron Condors, they be paying, they be rocking it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I see a whole bunch of you guys making tons of money on the weekly income plays and the Iron Condors. Y'all are the rock stars. Keep up the great work as well. If you ever have questions, comments, or concerns, never hesitate to reach out. Just tag me in a Discord if you ever have a question. If I don't answer, tag me again. I'm too big to hide. That's what I tell people. So let's get it. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a blessed one.